Just wanted to set up things a little bit. Anyway, I'm back in the building. I'm back in the map. I got my beautiful pen in the back of the back. So right now I'm going to be working on a new canvas. I'm going to call this my Riazer canvas. And for people that have been following me for quite some time, Riazer is actually a character from my video game that I'm working on. Go ahead and turn it down just a little bit. It's got really crazy just for that moment. Unpredictable. Ow! So anyway, right now I'm just doing some setup. I think you guys can't even see that setup. Time is only running out, and I can't find all the time to think about you. Alright, I just got kind of in the zone. But anyway, back on the page here. Just doing a character right now, so I'm just gonna put some basic widths in here, widths and heights and stuff. Did I save something in here? I didn't save it in here. I saved it in my other computer. It's alright. I think this is probably gonna work. Well, I guess I could look up really quick on some basic sizes for doing what would you want to call them? Alright, we're gonna do manga profile pictures. That's not how you spell height. What am I doing? Hey, Manga Studio. Let's do that. Manga. Alright. Alright, somebody uses A4. I guess the cool part about this is I can always come back in and use something else. 600 is going to be a little bit too much for me. Number of basic lines. I guess I'll use okay, so this looks like it's probably gonna work. Alright. Kinda wanted a wider picture than this. So let's start over again. Hi, my name is Daniel Correa, also known as Dane Riazer. Today I am working on a character of mine. This character goes by the name of Riazer. Oh, nice! Nobody told me anything. This character is a strong character. within my series of my comic slash video game. He is one of the basic characters in here, and I wanted to draw him today. I wanted to kind of get it going. Okay, so as we see here, they definitely did still use those lines here. I guess they made it for the purposes of saying, hey, you might be making a comic, so we're gonna have to put these lines in here. Yeah. Forget you, man. Forget you. Anyway, so I'm back in here. I'm gonna kind of see how things are gonna work here. Awesome. Alright, so right now I'm going to be working with two basic colors. One's going to be gray. That's going to be a little too light for me. Hit. I just want to pull up the pressure setting just a little bit. Let's see if that works for me. Is Pooch. Alright. So that's the picture that I was drawing of the character throughout the week. So I'm going to take that concept and kind of draw it in today. All right, there we go. This beat is cold. So I gotta make sure I watch out how big I make things in here. I'm gonna make some points here. So I pretty much want my character to be this tall. So these are going to be my depth areas to let me know that, hey, this is where it is. Just gonna lock that. Now it's time to go over here. Next step I want to do is I want to figure out how big these are. Right now with my pen, I should have had my oh, it was around here somewhere. Guess I just left it. It's a good volume for me. All right. So I guess I'm just gonna make this a little, zoom in a little, even a little more. Actually, that was a little too much more. I do want to get it closer. All right. I can tell right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Okay, let's see something for a second. I'm gonna take this off really quick. Quick. Okay. I'm just gonna do this whole yard thing. Works pretty easy. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 works. Head. All right, you got head, chest, abdomen, leg, leg, leg. So it'll work. Alright, so now I'm going to start drawing the shapes of him. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do exactly for the chest area. But the chest is a very interesting shape for him. And I'm going to start drawing it now. Oh, isn't that nice? Let's go back over here. Make this a little lighter. Alright. Now we're going to go in here and start drawing it. So anyway, now most manga characters that you see, and I'm not saying this is like 100% pure manga, like, oh my god, it's manga. Could I actually do that? Oh my god, it's manga. Yeah, I could if I want to. Alright. Anyway. He's gonna have his boy figure. Yeah. So what I want to do right now is, for one, I want to figure out what kind of pose I want him to be in. Okay. So I figured it out already. So I want him to be in a pose where he's, by the way, that's kind of, I want him to be in a pose where he's kind of like this. He's kind of doing this whole little number. So I'm going to draw it in right now. The arm's a little bit too big. We'll compensate by putting that in right there. So I'm going to go ahead and start drawing in this head portion. Like that, don't you? It's just sketch stuff. I definitely want to get a little more into what's going on with the corrections here. Adjust that just a little bit. All right. This profile picture, he's not going to be doing he's going to be going too crazy here. But it's just an opportunity to kind of show you kind of vibe. See, now that I think about it, it's probably going to be better to put his elbow out a little bit. So I'll do that. I'll do so. I can tell there's a bit of latency here with the drawing. It's probably, most of it's probably from the post correction. Alright, so I'm going to keep drawing here. Alright. Just going to go ahead and grab this right here. I know where these pieces are going to be at. Alright. This is cool. I'm going to go ahead and save it. Let's make a different document. All right. Call this profile 1. So I might make another profile. Anyway, this is kind of just giving me where things will be sitting at. So this is where things are sitting at right now, currently. And I like it. And you know, I'm gonna go ahead and actually draw in his weapon too. Well, at least the idea of the weapon. And at some point I'm gonna end up drawing the actual weapon in there. So anyway, this is a oh, it's so light you guys can't even see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some adjustments so you guys can see what I am doing, because I'm telling you right now that is super light, man. Okay, there we go. And this screen looks a little bit crazy, but it's alright because now you guys can see what's going on. It's looking a little gray. It's okay. I'm gonna keep going. This first little layer I'm messing around with. Make another layer. I'm not even counting these. I'm not even spelling them. Alright. So we kind of got the shape what we want. My next step here is I want to start drawing this character. Like just, some of the concept of it. So we're still using pencil. This time I want to use an actual Alright, so I'm going to get a little closer. Alright. Really interesting hair design I wanted to do for him. Go back in here really quick. No, it's got a different color. Alright, just wanted to kind of do that for an idea point. I was kind of trying to figure out how I want to do these ears. All right. All right. So far, so good. All right. So right now I've been drawing. I haven't really even got a shape for him. And it's funny, I've already kind of drawn. Now that I look at this line right here, looks like his face is going to be a little too... All right. So we got this, and then we got this. And then we got this. So it looks like the face would probably be right here. All right, let me get a little bit more closer. All right, let's see what this. All right. So I'm going back to the suit that I was making the other day. I'm kind of, looks like I'm modifying a little bit. All right. All right, let's get a little wider view of this. I drew that in there. Huh. I wonder if I can go back. Okay, I'm gonna try to go back. I'm gonna try to go back in here. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to grab this area. Oh boy. Alright, it'll be much easier. Just make this bigger. All right, so that looks more into the area of what I'm trying to do. Hold up a second. Right. I'm so zoned out over here. We gotta have protein. Oh yeah. What is up? How's it going today? It's Pusai? What is up, Pusai? How you doing? This is getting wild. So I'm gonna bring this out a little bit so I can kind of see. What I'm comfortable with. Thanks. Thank you very much. What I'm working on is a character that's gonna be part of my video game / comic. One of the main characters here, he goes by the name of Neo Seri. Very interesting story. So I'm working on his outfit. I've been kind of drawing it on paper the whole week, and now it's like me taking my time to actually draw it out. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. I can't wait to actually show everyone the progress. By the way, I do have a website. I'll just throw it down here really quick. It's still in the working progress, but soon I'll be actually posting the free comics so people can watch it. That's the main site, and then at the top you'll see the comics that I'll be having on the website. You can click it and start reading it. Right now I'm still in the process of creating the characters, the line art, the drawing for it, and then soon I'm expecting, like maybe in a week or so, I'll be drawing out the comic. I've already got the first storyboard going. Okay. Suggestions. I love helping and coming up with character design. I'm currently writing a comic too. Awesome. Sure. Shoot some suggestions. I love to hear them. Go ahead and push this back up. Hmm. Hmm. For this character, he's from a, just to kind of give you a idea where he's from. He's from a planet called Neo Planet, or the planet Neo, Neo Planet, Planet Neo, and he's a I call it a tech smith, which is pretty much a blend between a blacksmith and a technology driven kind of person. So most of his outfits and stuff will be driven with technology. The top piece right here is supposed to be a plate, a chest plate, and I'm kind of trying to figure out the sizes for things. Oh, that was nice. Um, and this is just for this character here. Let's see. He could have a jacket with sleeves rolled up and a cool green tech or circuit design or blue, whatever you like. Well, a jacket definitely sounds like a cool idea. Um, Never even thought of a jacket. Hmm, that's a good idea. A jacket. Huh. So what I'll probably do is when I draw another layer over here, I might put a jack. I'm probably gonna put a jacket over that area. Huh. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Huh. A circuit design belt. Hmm. Circuit design belt. You're getting super techy, huh? I'm thinking about it, but I'm looking like, design belt, tech belt. He would definitely probably really be cool with a jacket. Actually, it's interesting you say that. He actually has red and yellow hair. It complements, and I didn't really get into details of what the character is, but each planet is a the humanoids on those planets complement certain type of animals and different things, and it was based on the gods' designs of whoever controls that planet, of what they decided to mix the humanoids with. And so with this planet, the god decided to mix a dragon with a fox, and so you can't really see a lot of the dragon on him. Kind of, I'm thinking about maybe having a little bit of scales on the arm, uh, but I didn't want to make it too crazy, to where you can just really tell he's a dragon, really tell he's that much. But that's why he's got the ears the way they have them. They're pretty much uh, a modified version of fox ears, and you'll see he'll have a ponytail, and his ponytail will change color, so it looks like a foxtail. So at the end of it, it's gonna have like a foxtail like look. But yeah, I'm definitely digging the jacket idea. Um, with the belt, I'm thinking about it, but I do want to keep it simple because this is a manga, and every time I have to keep redrawing this. So if I make this belt a little too crazy, and then I'm gonna have to suffer later because I have to keep drawing it with all the details in there. Oh, that's the life of drawing stuff, huh? I definitely like the idea though. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Is in love. All right. Yeah, I've got some gloves for him. It's gonna be like a cut off gloves. Um, I thought the cut out gloves kind of looks cool, but then it also kind of shows off his prop. I can't even pronounce it now. Poverty side of him. He's born into a family of wealth, but his mother decided to leave that so he can live a life of morals and different things. She just didn't want him to pick up. Um, so those gloves are kind of symbolizing a bit of just poverty, but I thought it'd also be cool as well. Let me turn down my music here. Yeah, sometimes I listen to music, then sometimes depending on what I'm doing, I might get into it, and then I might just say whatever. Yeah, I was trying to adjust this, but it's not adjusting the way I want it to. Okay, there we go. Okay. So what I did, I just dragged them out a little bit more. So let me just see what this looks like. Okay. All right, let's get back in here. A little too much. Bit much, right? Bit much, right? All right. Oh yeah. By the way, his the way his pet, you're gonna see like right by his boots that he has. There's some special tech boots that he made, and they're gonna have some very special dynamics to the way they're made. In the back of them, they're gonna have a hook, and I'm gonna start drawing it right now. Okay, there we go. Start drawing it right now. Make sure I'm drawing these curves right. I knew I drew that feet going like that, but I'm not gonna actually draw it going like that. I come up with ideas for characters. I get to where the character is exhibiting too much of their traits, Like, hey, give me an example. What do you mean? Like, are you talking about like if you had an Aquaman character and instead of just having little simple things to let you know that he's a guy of that's in the water that might have these fish powers or might can breathe, you actually give him a bunch of gills and give him sharp teeth. I mean, is that what you're kind of talking about? That kind of thing. I'm trying to tame it a bit. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. That's kind of like what I wanted to do for these characters. Like example, I'm not sure if you played Oblivion before, but Oblivion, I like it. It's really cool. There was things that kind of inspired me to go opposite directions of it, but it's cool nonetheless. Now, some of the things on there um, that I want to stay away from myself is I did want to stay away from that whole idea of the character like being emerged, like it had to be. If you had like a character that was a humanoid and he was a snake humanoid, I didn't want him to look exactly 100% like a snake, like holy crap, he's a snake. But I wanted to make it so that you can kind of tell he's got some things about him that makes him not human or 100% human. And I knew if I can kind of drive that, if I could drive that idea, then I could definitely pull off different characters that have a different tone than what you normally get. Um, Piccolo, say example Piccolo. Piccolo is a humanoid. You know, he definitely has. You can tell he's got some things poking out his head. Um, but they could have taken that into a totally different direction. They could have really made him look like a beast that you knew. I mean, he kind of reminds you of a dragon, and if you watch Dragon Ball Z, that might be what he kind of is. He might be like a humanoid dragon, but they toned it down just enough to where you he doesn't exactly look like a dragon. He has the color, he has those antennas coming out, but you know it's just not 100% to it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hurry up, step in line. Who's next? All right, that was fun. All right, just draw some circles and get it over with. I'm gonna redraw them anyway, but nice to kind of get them in the vicinity of what you want. Hmm. Funny thing is, if I make the picture a little bit larger, I kind of see what's really going on. It's like he's getting ready to dance. So what I'm probably going to end up doing. It's a design flaw. No, what I'm probably going to end up doing is coming back in and drawing his foot going down. And it'll work. Would you like to see the main characters of mine? Two of them anyway? Sure. Bring them on. If you got a link, I'll actually just throw it on here. You know, so anybody else is looking, they can see it as well if you want to, or if you just want me to privately look at it, I'll put it on my other page and I'll look at it, see what you're working on. All right, let's get back in here. Get back and dirty. I just thought about that, man. They killed that girl off in Shield of Agents, man. That show, I wanted to see more of her, and they killed her off already. Yeah, shoot me the I don't know how you're gonna do it. Did you shoot me a link, or did you? I'm not sure how you're gonna do it. Shoot me a link. Is that what you want to do? Oh yeah, Agent of Shield. Yeah, that girl there. She was a little porcupine. She came to the seer, or the person that can look through the future. I guess they call that seers too as well. Yeah, she was becoming cool, and then they just killed her. They killed her, man. I know she was bad most of the time, but I wanted to see what she was gonna do, man. All right, let's check this out. Go ahead and pull it up on my other computer because I got like 3 computers out over here. Let's see what I can do here. Let's do this. Okay. I'm guessing take is his name, and he's not the main character, but he's one of the main characters in the series that you're creating. I might have to open it up in this one right here. It didn't actually load it up in here. All right, it's no worries. Go ahead and click it here. Check it out. Yeah, man. It's pretty cool here. I'm liking it. Looks like you use some kind of pencil kind of thing, and then for the colors, is that like a watermark kind of watercolors? Son of Zeus, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, he's kind of got this vibe. He's got an interesting vibe to him. Something kind of tells me when you say that, when he says he's son of Zeus, I kind of want to see more personality with him to kind of make you feel like either he's, say example, I'll give you a personality concept here. Say example, he's the son of Zeus, but he doesn't really, oh, you didn't draw him, you had someone else draw him? Okay. Well, it's a great design. I definitely like the concept of it. I mean, my head, the way I would feel in my head about it is I would probably want him to have a certain kind of personality. Like, say example, he doesn't really care that he's the son of Zeus, and you can kind of see it over his face. It's like, yeah, whatever. Or just something to kind of define him a little more. But he's not the main character anyway, so maybe you shouldn't give him that much tone of color. But yeah, I can definitely see him. I can see him actually as a main character. I mean, I know you don't have him as a main character. Now I'm curious. Now, who is the main character? Oh yeah, see, hates his dad. There you go. We need that. We need to have that personality just engulfed in his in the drawing, in the art. And it's just like, man, what the heck's wrong with him? And then you see him like interacting with his dad, and like, yeah, like in some kind of other scene, is like, yeah, he doesn't like his dad, man. That's cool, man. I really like your character, man. That's awesome. So you said you're working on a comic for this character, and you're going to be doing the writing portion. The okay, you're going to be doing the writing portion for it. This character looks pretty sweet. He doesn't like the main character. He looks like a character. Son of Hades. Oh, nice. Dre Hall. He looks like a secondary character. If you used him as the main character, it looks like you would probably make a dark show. And I kind of wonder what his what his whole purpose or premise would be if he was a second character. So that's awesome. Let me show people here what I'm looking at. He's got awesome. I pulled it up here. Oh, look, it looks really weird here. But he has a really, really, really awesome character that he's working on. It looks weird because I got the green screen on. Boo. But yeah, man, this is a cool character, man. I definitely like what you're doing here. If I'm not sure who your main character is, but whatever you decide to do, well, all that purple and stuff, he does kind of have this sinister look on him. And I think it's cool when you do and when you can work with someone that's not just you on the project, because sometimes you can get ideas from what they're doing. Now, example, he drew that character for you, and now, you know, a bunch of personality stuff is coming out just from looking at this picture, you know, just getting ideas. That's the main character. Yeah, cool character. Interesting. The Zeus kind of reminds me that it seems like it would be a main character, but then again, a twist could be that he could be the main character. Now, the interesting thing is like what kind of story you're gonna build up for this character. Yeah. Well, if you shoot me a message here, I could probably talk to you a little more about maybe an illustrator or something like that. I'm actually really tight with what I'm doing right now. I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm doing. I'll be working. I believe next week I'll be working on something, a commission piece of work. So I'm like really busy, getting ready to start school again. Oh yeah, man. But yeah, man, this is definitely cool on what you're doing. It definitely start, you know, as of now, it kind of has a cool concept already. Now it's just about building a captivating story that I kind of pull an audience in. And you already got two cool characters. It's already a twist to it because instead of Zeus' son being the main character, you made Hades' son the main character, and maybe you make him like he actually wants to do good things, but his own demonic way or something. You know? Yeah, sure. Shoot. Tell me. All right. Oh, to the second volume. Okay. Interesting. You're probably writing right now the summary, so but I am curious. I'm curious to see what the story's about. Huh. Wish I can kind of get this at an angle. Let me see if I can actually. Right. Getting like super focused here. I'll tell you way more in depth when we discuss. You know you're illustrating. I might say I know you're illustrating. Let's see. All right. Let's see the old one. All right. Kind of just checking it out. Interesting look to it. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Did he draw with markers? Via colors? See, the crazy thing is I've already drawn this part in here. I'm gonna have to re-erase this. Hold up. Because it's just, the positioning is all wrong. Oh, nice. Getting your tablet on then. That's cool. Definitely cool. All right, let me go ahead and draw his hair now. So his head looks like he kind of swung himself a little bit. So I'm going to draw it as such. Hmm. Uh, kind of feeling indifferent about the direction. Alright, I'm gonna start rotating this. Hmm. I where where's the summary? Did you where did you send the summary exactly? Let me pull open this other file here. I think they actually I don't think they actually pushed it out. I wonder is it because I wonder is it because they thought of it as spam. I don't see the big text on here. The biggest text I see on here is I'll tell you way more in depth when we discuss um, when you're not pretty much illustrating. That's probably the biggest. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me flip this hair around and I'm going to read it. Let me bring this back over here. All right, here we go. like where his hair should be at. Oops. All right. All right, give me a second here. All right, I did kind of bring that in here instead of just doing that. Might as well just erase it. I'll redraw it in there. One second. All right, time to read it. It's your best. Oh yeah, copy and paste has been my friend too. Okay, when Dre Hall was 6, he was taken in by Poseidon, which is one of my favorite characters, and his 2 kids, Rain, Oxia. By the way, Oxia is pronounced Osha. Anyways, Rain is the second main character. I'll show you him in a minute if you're interested. The reason why Poseidon takes him in because Hades neglects him ever since he was born. Man, talk about hating someone. His father is a hater. All right, so anyway, something he suspects he abuses him. Poseidon took him to raise him, train him, and make sure he knew that he actually cared about him. By the time he was 16, he entered the exams. To be precise, the 6 exams of Olympus. The only way they can venture out into the world is if they pass the exams and prove they are ready. Man. I want to be fair, Tech looks more like a main character, probably because he's a year older. No, I guess the reason why Tech looked like a main character to me because for one, the character's name. For two, it just felt like he had a huge purpose in life, and you showed me that character's like, man, his huge purpose is maybe he doesn't like his father, whatever. He's gonna show people how he runs how he will run things, and that's the kind of position I thought that you were taking it to. But it was interesting because you decided that instead of making what people know as the good person as the good person, aka Zeus, you made the person that was on the dark side, Hades, be the main character. So right, you can definitely build it up how you want to, but it's definitely an interesting story. I mean, nonetheless, I kind of like where you're taking it to. I guess the simplistic version is leading the character, leading the person, whoever's going to be reading it, and as far as they're reading the comic, you don't want to give them too. You want to give them you want to give them the idea, but you don't want to just splat it all out. Meaning, like, yeah, naming the persons that, okay, this is Poseidon. Okay, this is the Prince of Hades or whatever, and he's with Poseidon, and Poseidon is saying stuff, and it's indicating to the readers that he's taking care of them. You don't have to actually say like, oh, he's taking care of them when it comes to the actual comic. You're just giving clues that, wow, he's taking care of them. Where in the people that know about the story about Hercules and Hades, like, okay, where's his father at? and they draw that blank, and they probably want to know it. And if you decide to tell them, you can decide to tell them at some point, or you can, or as a character, the character can say it in a sense. Like he might say, somebody that he knows might say his name and says, "Don't say my father's name," and then people start to know, like, okay, he's not in a good relationship with his father, or whatever. There's tons of ways to kind of build into the story and let people see where you want to take things. But yeah, it's definitely cool. Hades isn't demonic, by the way, nor is Dre Hall. It's actually Greek mythology. He was banished to the underworld. All right. Well, once again, people might feel that he's demonic, might not feel he's demonic, but it's up to you to kind of build the story. And oh yeah, I love to get some info on that. My best friend's kind of into that kind of stuff too. He was actually working on some stuff. I don't want to spill his beans. I'll wait until he was actually on earlier. But maybe next time he come on, he might actually explain some of the stuff that he's been working on some stories that's dealing with mythology and the Greek gods and all that stuff. But that's cool, yeah. There's a lot to know for me about on the concept of these characters like Zeus, Hades, Hera, all those characters. There's still a lot more that I need to know. And by the way, I do have a concept for another story that deals with them as well. It's something totally off than what you're used to hearing, and it's still like Marvel and DC. It's all in the same realm, just like this character that I'm making right now. It's all in the same realm. So I kind of like that whole universe thing. Like these people are universe, and I got a story that kind of goes with that too. I'm really far in the story, by the way. It's called Children of Old. Interesting. Children of Old. Children of Old. I'm kind of listening to the name. I'm kind of seeing if it sits. I could probably see a name. I'm kind of wondering how how that title would kind of fit in with what's really going on with the flavor of the story. I mean, I know these children probably. Let's see, the story is centered around the children of the gods, and the gods play a big role in it too. Huh. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see where you bring this story to, man. I'm trying to place in my head where things might go, but I mean, I'm gonna have to just see the story. I'm gonna have to see where you want to take it. Let's see. I don't even see what time it is. Javon. Huh. Man, these chapters must have. I'm hoping this book that you're writing is so epic. Is these like I guess I'm not finishing my sentences here. Is this like a what do you call it? What can I think? Graphic novel? It's like a bunch of graphic novels that you're doing. Over here it's pretty much 8:25, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it out in a second for all you other listeners here. All right. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, I never know where you heading at with it. But so far so good, man. So I really like what you're doing, man. I'm glad you actually showed me it. Showing me your creativity. Definitely awesome. 'Cause you never know. You never know. So yeah, for the most part, I'm done with them for today. Um, I wanted to draw the his weapon, but it looks like I'm probably gonna get more into that um next time. But yeah, this is gonna be fun here. I should have drew it. I should have drew his hand a little bit different. Hmm. Should have drew his hand so that the weapon kind of drops on the floor. It's okay. It'll work. But yeah, let me I like what's going on with the character now. So once again, let me go ahead and drop off the backgrounds. See a cleaner picture of him. Let me read this again. Hold up. If you knew the first couple pages of the comic manga, you will understand the second volume when I tell you. Well, I definitely want to keep up with what you're doing, man. So go ahead and keep tuning in to me. And I would love to hear some stuff. Also, if you can, send me a message, and I'll add. Well, let's see. I got the. Yeah, send me. This is my Facebook page here. Um, so yeah, this is my Facebook page. Just like the page and send me a message and let me know who you are, so I can say okay, and we can send back and forth on what you're working on and some ideas you might have or some ideas I might have, and it'll be kind of a fun relationship. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, tell me bit by bit. I'm definitely gonna tell you here. I'm working on this project with my best friend, and it's been amazing because you start off with one concept, and I had this big concept, and it wasn't until I started trying to make sense of why they're doing this and why they're doing that. Um, it wasn't until that point until everything kind of tied together and it all made sense. So once that happened, and then it just felt great, and every portion that we work on. And it's funny, I didn't work on the huge details throughout the whole story. I just worked on the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. Had the main characters, what they wanted to do, and I kind of kept that structure going. But then starting to add the details now to build up to the middle and then to the end. So message and like your page. I need help with that too. So anyway, yeah, most definitely, man. My best friend, he's a writer, award-winning writer, and it's kind of cool because I have his help with that. And it's not to say I can't write a story, but it's once again, it's great to get ideas from other people. You learn from even from the big guys. I was in the panel for Comic-Con this year, and I learned so much from some of the artists there, and they told me that they might have showed someone something, and then they might have showed them this, and then they came up with this idea, and it was the start of Thor, or the start of this, or the start of this new character that no one ever saw before. So yeah, man, keep networking and keep. No, actually, right now I'm not. Actually, right now I'm in Reno, Nevada. I used to stay in San Diego. I was looking to move towards what do you call it? Towards like Simi Valley, Las Vegas area. Not Las Vegas, but um, L.A. area. Sorry, thinking Las Vegas because that's where I was for a minute too. But yeah, right now I'm in Reno, Nevada. It's pretty chilly up here, but it's cool. It's cool for now. Not Stockton though. I'm not in Stockton. Oh yeah, we're like in the same time zone, Pacific time zone. So yeah, man. But all right, people. I'm glad you guys tuned in. I'm getting ready to put this pen down. I gotta prepare for some other work I gotta do tomorrow. But it was great having you guys here. Pulsar, it was great talking with you as well. Thanks for communicating. I'll probably be back on Saturday. Don't quote me on it. The reason I'm saying that is because Saturday we got the Santa Crawl. So I'm probably going to be doing some video on Periscope so everybody can see. If you don't have my Periscope, I am on Twitter. You guys can check that out. And it'll send you a message. But yeah, it was great talking with you guys. I love the conversation once again, and I will talk with you soon. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna have to get on my Facebook, but yeah. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Give me a second. But yeah, we can still talk on Facebook. Yeah, it's great with me. But yeah, guys, Everyone, I will see you later on this week. Have a great time. Be safe. Oh, yeah. Oh, I should get some theme music going. Always get some theme music going. All right. We are out of here.